What would you stupid pony, what would you do for success? Would you work hard for it? Would you sell your soul to the goblin? Or would you take your bike and bike 2,500 miles or 4,000 kilometers all across Africa just to go to school? Because that is exactly what happened here a few weeks ago while you were sitting swamp ass on the toilet with your baby carrot in your hand. Because my boy Mamadou Safayou Barry traveled all the way from Guinea, which is west of Africa, all the way to Egypt so he could have the chance to apply and be accepted to his dream university in Egypt called Al-Azhar University. But don't think that this trip to the promised land was easy. It's not like the baby park track in Mario Kart. In fact, it was so much worse because this is Africa we're talking about. It's not well known for being the safest place in the world. But before I tell you how this Giga Chad pal drove his way through Africa to get to Egypt, let me give you a brief X-Men origin story on who this ox is. So Mamadou is a 25-year-old married man who is someone obsessed with education and knowledge like I am with sleep whenever the school day is done. But the thing is that he was obsessed with Islamic knowledge, and his ultimate goal, his Doritos championship trophy, was to somehow in some way attend Al-Azhar University, which is considered to be one of the best Islamic schools in the world. However, this daffodil here didn't have any money. He didn't have any gold doubloons in his pockets to afford to go to university or get a ticket to fly to Egypt. So if he didn't have any money to go to Egypt, his only option was to pedal all the way there. But the second question is that if this goober doesn't have any money to attend the uni, what's the point of traveling through a whole damn continent to get there? Well, that's a future problem because he was focused on traveling. So he started this Dora the Explorer adventure, and it lasted a grand 4 months just for him to travel through Mali, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Niger, and Chad. However, in many of these countries, especially in Mali, Niger, and Chad, it was riddled with more terror groups than bedbugs in a Utah hotel room. And he had to find a way to just wiggle through all these countries without getting hurt or killed. But it turned out that wasn't the case because numerous times Mamadou got arrested for no apparent reason. And he got out a few moments later when the judge in those countries thought that arresting the steel-thighed Terminator was more stupid than giving a hair comb to a bald man. So after being released, he just kept traveling. But I don't know what happened next. I guess God saw this Olympic athlete and was sick and tired of him going through Africa like he was traveling through a volcano and decided to dribble down the basketball court and give him an assist. Because when he reached Chad, he came across a journalist who interviewed him and published his story, which prompted a group of people on the cyberspace to help him fund a flight to Egypt. Which is great news because he was going to go through Sudan, which can be considered a war zone, so he was going to get shredded like he was made of cheese. But anyways, the main man finally made it to Cairo, Egypt on September the 5th, and because of his conquest, this earned him an opportunity to have a meeting/interview with the Dean of Islamic Studies in this Egyptian Hogwarts. And I don't know what wisdom this man spewed out during that meeting, but something he said probably made the dean melt because after that, he earned a full-blown scholarship to the university. That's right, he got a fat bag of green bills to go to his dream university. Bro, if I did this in North America, let's say I traveled to Yale or something, I'll get heckled at by some Karen, come across a climate change protest, get a donut thrown at me, and once I make it to Yale, the dean would probably laugh at me for doing something more stupid than burying myself alive for 50 hours, followed by him breaking my bike and forcing me to do my own penny series back home. But yeah, that's it. Bye.